Hi MEC, I'm Ash and this is Anneka.
Hey guys.
And today we're going to have a chat to Anneka about how she came to know Jesus. So Anneka, can you tell us a little bit about yourself? Where are you from? What do you do?
Yeah, so I originally grew up in Port Macquarie, but I came to Newcastle to study visual communication design or graphic design. I graduated last year and I haven't been able to find a job yet, but I'm currently working at Coles.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So how are things going for you in lockdown at the moment?
Not too bad. I have 3 other roommates and I'm also dancing online and doing the church as well. Yeah, so overall pretty good, but still having like a bit of bad days sometimes because I do miss my family, especially when like I also have dogs. So
They're part of the family, the furry family.
I still have to FaceTime them and it's like so cute.
So you're new to MEC and you've actually just become a Christian, which is exciting. So can you tell us a little bit about your story? How did this all happen?
Yeah, so at the start of the year, I had like a bad breakup, wasn't going very well. Like mentally, I was actually living in Port Macquarie, but then I got a job offer in Newcastle, so I moved back. And I thought the job would be amazing, like new opportunity, la la la, and it turned out to be horrible. I was treated really badly. It just wasn't a good workplace. I was searching for meaning for something and I didn't really know what it was. But then Sarah Cumming reached out to me and we became chatting more, and I know Sarah from uni. We were in a few classes together and we became pretty good friends. But yeah, she reached out to me and said, hey, do you want to come to this Mexican night for my church? It's an all women's event. I was like, yes, I love Mexican food. Like I was looking forward to it all week, and then I went and it was such a good experience. That's where I met Ash. So yeah, I guess that's where it started. I was coming to night church and then life was introduced to me. So I went to the 5-week life course and I really liked it. I also bought a Bible. I love this Bible. It's a journaling Bible, so you can like scribble your notes down the sides, which is really cool. Yeah, so I just asked a lot of questions when I was at life and I were answered truthfully and honestly, which I really appreciated. There was no judgment in my questions, which I was a bit skeptical of because I know like when I asked in high school or asked my friends and family, I'd always get like negative opinions. I was coming to night church, really enjoying it. Life had just finished and I remember driving back home and I thought to myself something along the lines of, oh, it's so good to be a child of God. And that's when I was like, oh, like realization. I was like, oh, kind of came to me that, oh, I do believe I'm a Christian. And like, even though I don't know everything and I'm still learning about stuff, to me, that was like the big moment. I was like, oh. So that's kind of when I had the realization. I didn't even think about it. I did think about it, but I didn't know what I was thinking until like it happened.
Yeah. Oh, that is amazing. Like, yeah, I'm loving your journey. So I remember, yeah, that night at Holy Guacamole when Sarah introduced me to you, and I could just see this sadness about you. You were really stressed and you were searching so desperately for something, and I could see that it was Jesus that you were searching for. And then when we suggested life, you were like, yes, you jumped into this opportunity. And I have never seen someone so hungry for answers. The first night of life, you just came along with this book of questions that you'd written and just went boom, boom, boom. They were hard questions. You jumped in, feet first and just laid it all out there. And I really loved just seeing you go from like wanting more and then formulating questions and then just this hunger to just know more about God. This is the first time you've known about God, is that right?
Yeah. Like I went to a Catholic school, but it was very different. It was more like force-fed you information. Like if you asked a question, like you just be like, nah, move on.
Yeah.
So this is like the first time I've actually felt really accepted, I guess.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah. And it's like your faith is alive rather than like what you said, just saying about it being forced. So that's it's awesome. So what is the most surprising thing that you've learned about God?
I think the most surprising thing is when I heard the quote, God is perfect, so you don't have to be. Because when I was coming into this and learning about God, the Bible, Jesus, all the stories about his followers and everything, I was kind of really about like pushed back a bit. I was like, oh, how can I be perfect so soon? How can I do everything right when I've just come into this from like 22 years of like not believing in God, and now it's kind of like, whoa.
What do you think that God is teaching you or like revealing about himself during lockdown?
Yeah, so I think the hardest things for most people in lockdown is that you're alone. But I've kind of liked being alone, I guess. I remember at the beginning of the year, I hated being by myself, but now like it's actually not too bad. So I think knowing that I can be alone by myself, but always like knowing in the back of my mind that he's also there. Is like kind of shows like the resilience of lockdown, I guess.
Yeah, awesome.
To wake up and think, oh my gosh, I hate being by myself. Whereas now I wake up and I'm like, oh.
So what can we as a church be praying for you as you learn more about your relationship with Jesus?
So I think learning about Jesus, the Bible, and God, and becoming more of a Christian, I'd really like help in strengthening my relationship with him, and also to help me understand, because I'm finding that I have a lot of questions.
Absolutely. Yep. And that's totally normal. So many questions because it's such a big thing. And I think like with you questioning things, you're taking your new faith seriously. So keep asking the questions. Well, thanks so much for your time, Anneka, and sharing your story. We are so happy that you're part of the family, part of the MEC family, but also part of Jesus' family. We look forward to seeing you face to face sometime soon, we hope. All right. Well, thanks. Bye.